So let us discuss how to create threads in Java. There are two different ways we can create threads in Java. The first way is by implementing a runnable interface, and the second way is by extending thread class. So let us see how a thread can be created by implementing runnable interface. Yeah. So here we are going to see how to create a thread by implementing a runnable interface. So in order to create a thread by implementing runnable interface, these are the three important steps which we need to follow, right? And next I have written a class called demo, and inside this class called demo I have written a main method, and then I have closed this class called demo. As we know that when we run the program, by default the main thread will start executing. In other words, the main thread will start running. So inside my main thread, I need to call a child thread. So in order to create a child thread, what I need to do, I need to create a class that implements runnable interface. So let us see how to create a class that implements runnable interface. So with respect to my program, I'm trying to create a class called sample, which is implementing an interface called runnable interface. So since my class sample is trying to implement an interface called runnable interface, this runnable interface is having one important method called run method that needs to be implemented by the class called sample, right? So that's what I should do. Inside the class called sample, I need to implement the method called public void run, right? Inside the run method, I need to write a code that my child thread will execute, right? My child thread will execute. Is it right, students? I repeat, inside the run, I need to write a code that my child thread will execute, right? So now, I have finished with the first step. So next what I need to do, I need to create a new thread. So in order to create a new thread, I need to use the following thread constructor, which is taking two arguments. The first argument is object of a class that implements runnable interface. And the second argument is nothing but it is the name of the thread, right? So inside the main thread, I need to create a child thread. In order to create a child thread, what I should do, I need to create an object of a thread class. So in order to create an object of a thread class, I need to use the following constructor. Since I need to create an object, I need to use an operator called new followed by the name of the class thread, and then inside this what I need to do, I need to pass an object of a class that implements runnable interface. So with respect to my program, sample is a class which is implementing runnable interface. So therefore what I should do, I need to create an object of a class called sample, right? Followed by the name of the thread. It can be any name. Right now I picked the name of the thread as 1, right? So once I've created a thread, what I need to do, I need to run the thread. So in order to run the thread, I need to use the start method which is present in the class called thread, right? And before that, this thread I need to store in a variable called t, and the type of t is nothing but is thread, right? And then in order to start the thread, what I need to do, I need to call a method called start. Is it right? So once I call t.start, what's going to happen? I'm going to run the code which is present inside the run method. So once I call t.start method, control jumps to the run method and the code inside the run method gets executed. So let me write a simple code, that is system.out.println. Let me write inside run. So this is the code This is the code the child thread gets executed, right? And let me save this program and let me run. Yeah. So let me run this program. Java C demo.java. You see that I got the output inside run. So this is the code my child thread is executing, right? So any code the child thread needs to be executed must be placed inside this run method, right? Yeah. Now let me print the child thread, right? So let me write system dot out dot print ln and let me write child thread, right, plus t. So let us see what output we are going to get, right? So t is nothing but t refers to your thread, the new thread which we have created, and this new thread is nothing but it's the child thread which we have created. So now let me run this program. So let me compile and then run. See what output I got? I got an output that is child thread colon and then and inside the square bracket it is displaying the name of the child thread, that is one which you have specified inside our program, right? So next it is displaying the priority of this child thread. By default the priority is 5, then followed by the main. So what it means that the child thread 1 belongs to thread group called main, right? Let me write the same code in a different style, right? So now you'll be placing enter this block of code inside the constructor of a class called sample, right? Now inside the main thread I need to create a child thread. In order to create a child thread I need to create an object of a class called sample. So once I create an object of a class called sample, what's going to happen? The code inside the constructor get executed, and inside the code, inside the constructor sample, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to create a new thread, right? When you're trying to create a new thread inside the constructor called sample, instead of writing new sample, we need to replace new sample with this. So what is this? This is a keyword which always refers to the current object. So with respect to our program, this refers to an object of a class called sample, right? So next what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to print the name of the thread which I've created, and then I'm calling t.start, so by which I'm going to start running my thread. So once I call t.start, control immediately jumps to the run method and the code inside the run gets executed, right? So let me check this. So let me save this program and let me run. You see that I got the same output, right? Yeah. I hope you understood this program. Thanks for watching. Thank you.